we're back for the final day of the third week of the Classic Deck Series. Today we're both going to be playing the decks that were banned at the beginning of the week. So I will be playing Antonio De Rosa's Rakdos 10 deck from U.S. Nationals in 2007.
I'll be playing Atarka Red as played by PV at Pro Tour Battle for Zendikar.
Alright, so this will probably be a little more fast-paced than yesterday, so let's get right to it.
Yep.
Alright. 5. Many more.
Okay.
Sorry, dude, I'm going to need all the help I can get.
You don't feel like Dark Confidant's good in this? The Dark Confidant deck's good in this matchup?
Probably not.
Okay, we'll see.
I don't think this hand is great. But I want to see how it goes, so let's give it a whirl. I'll keep.
Same.
Alright. I have a Mountain and a Scorched Rusalka.
Cool.
And it's your turn.
Sacrifice any creature?
Any creature.
Fetch.
Dude, that's not fair.
Bell Striker.
That's definitely not fair.
Go ahead.
Blood Crypt and pass.
Draw. In for 2.
Yep. No blocks.
Yep.
18.
Lightning Berserker.
Yep.
Oh wait. I guess Lightning Berserker on the stack.
What is that?
Fiery Impulse, deal 3 damage to it.
I'll just fling it at you for 1.
Yep.
So 18 all.
Go ahead. Or no, it deals 2 damage, my bad. I have to have Spell Mastery for it to deal 3.
Regardless. Well, this hand is not shaping up well. Let me tell you. Go ahead.
Combat.
Mm-hmm. No blocks.
Damage.
Yep. Go 15.
Force. Make a bunch of 1/1.
Yep.
Portaling Outburst. Go ahead.
Straw is really not shaping up at all. I have this goblin.
That's the one that you can sacrifice to do 1 damage?
Yes.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Combat.
Yep. Gonna block here.
Yep.
Before damage. Kill this thing. Or attempt to kill
Titan
this thing.
Strength.
Yep.
Scry.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 currently.
We'll put that on bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we got 8.
Abbott.
Yep.
Haven't played a land yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can play a land?
Yeah, you can play it.
Go ahead.
Cool. Just gonna draw a 3rd threat.
So here I'm just taking out some of the pump spells, mainly Battle Rage because it's like a 2-pump combo spell, and bringing in more removal for the cheaper creatures. Not so sure I want Roast, but again I think I'm fine to cut some of the pump. So we're going to try this.
Okay, so the sideboarding was pretty easy, I think. It's kind of unfortunate, but it was pretty straightforward. So the Dark Confidants are coming out. They are definitely not where you want to be in this matchup. Pretty sure Dark Confidant flipping anything that costs more than 3 is just game over. And then the Threatens, there's some argument to keep them, I think, for things like Gargadon and Scorcher Sulka, but it feels like at that point you're paying 4 mana to destroy a creature, and their creatures aren't great for threatening in the first place. So I'm bringing in the Bottle Gnomes just for a blocker and some life gain, and then the Terror and the Slaughter Packs just for some targeted removal for when he tries to go off essentially. So we'll see how it goes. All right, game 2. We're both keeping 7 again. I'm on the play again, so I have a mountain, and it's your turn.
Lightning Berserker.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Sure you don't want to dash it?
I'm sure.
Another mountain, and I'm going to go ahead and play Apocryphite. And it'll be your turn.
Well, Apocryphite's annoying.
Only every 4 turns.
Um,
Or every 3 turns, I guess, if it dies on your turn.
Attack.
I'll block.
Yep. Maybe there's no rush to make that trade, but Dragon Fodder, make 2 goblins.
Yep.
Go. I don't know. Maybe I should have not attacked at all.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a goblin.
Yep.
And another goblin.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw. Cinderblade.
Mm-hmm.
Attacks.
I will block one of them with the War Marshal. So you're at 20. I'm gonna give it 19. This guy dies. Make another goblin.
Make 3 goblins with Hordeling Outburst.
Well, that's unfair.
Go ahead.
Take this down. Attack with these 2 guys.
No blocks.
Alright. 18. I'm gonna play Bottle Gnomes.
Gross.
Yep. Good.
It's a 1/3.
It is, yeah.
Draw. Abbott.
Mm-hmm. Zergo.
Zergo.
Mm-hmm.
Land. Attack for 4.
I'll block one of them.
I'll fetch. Yeah, I can fetch Cinderblade.
Yep.
And the +3/+1/1.
Titan Strength. Okay.
Titan Strength.
I'll sacrifice this to gain 3.
And then take 3, so
Yeah.
no life change.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to cut? Because I also have to scry. How many counters does it come in play with?
3.
3 counters, so it's a 4/4?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely killed it too early. We'll put that on the bottom. Go ahead.
Alright. Yep. Apocryphite. This mana is not ideal if you were curious. For anyone keeping track at home. I'm gonna make another one of these though.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Dude, am I supposed to pump the brakes? What's your life total?
19.
Sounds like I'm supposed to pump the brakes.
Pump your brakes.
Attack with just the Abbot.
So he's a 2/1. This doesn't feel like the kind of place where you'd want to cast Become Immense. Right? Become Immense doesn't give trample, does it? I don't think it does.
I don't think so. No, it does not.
So it doesn't feel like the kind of place he wants to cast that. So it might just be a manner of pushing some damage or just making him spend a bunch of cards. So I think I'm going to block with both of these.
Both of them. Okay, that's not something I was expecting at all. I mean, both of them. In that case, we will just go ahead and cast Become Immense.
Okay. It's unfortunate, but there are worse places for Become Immense to get cast for sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. So these guys are both on 2. Oh, hey, looky there. Go ahead.
Tap, draw. Combat.
So block the Abbot. Well, I think. Yeah, block the Abbot with one of these. Block a Goblin with another one.
I'll impulse the one that's blocking a Goblin.
Okay. Let's just bring those over here.
You take 5?
Hold on. So I'm gonna pay 1. Tear this guy. So I got a 18. And yeah, I take 5. Go to 13.
Dragon fodder. 2 more.
Stop
goblins.
making goblins.
Go ahead.
Stop it,
Nah.
please.
Nah.
Bottle gnomes.
Nah.
I mean, you can gnaw all you want.
My turn?
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
For me or for you?
For me.
Nice. Big game.
Go.
Nice. Parkerside Army?
Yep.
Combat.
Mhm.
Big boys.
No blocks.
Take 8.
Yep.
10. Rusalka.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Wild slash Rusalka.
I'll throw it at you for 1.
Okay.
Go to 9.
Attack with these.
Block Zergo with this, and one of the goblins with this guy.
Titan Strength Zergo.
Yep. Sacrifice this.
Put that on bottom.
16.
Did you take 4?
Well, I blocked one of these.
3.
So yeah, take 3. Go back down to 13.
Go ahead.
Char you.
Yep.
Go to 5. I go to 11.
Give a way to remove both my blockers.
Check these guys.
Block.
Fit Frenzy.
What's that?
+X+O, where X is equal to its power, and trample.
Yep, that's good.
Alright, last game of the day. Joey is on the play. We both mulligan to 6. Go ahead and scry.
Leave that on top.
I will as well.
Mountain, Swift Spear, attack for 1.
19.
Go ahead.
I have a 1-drop too, but it doesn't have haste. It's not fair. I could sacrifice it to deal 1 to you. That'd be kind of the same thing.
My turn.
Yeah. Turn 1, play Mongol Fanatic, sacrifice it, go. It's all about that aggro, man.
Attack for 1.
No blocks.
Yep.
18.
Berserker, go ahead.
Well, that's an interesting place to be. Attack with this guy.
No blocks.
19. Marauders.
Yep.
So 1 more to you. He's got 2 fading. Vanishing, sorry. Go ahead.
Fetch. Somehow missed all the copies of Sunder Blade. There it goes. Draw. Have to fetch right away again.
We're doing it.
Portling Outburst.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
That was not an ideal draw there. Suspend this.
Yep. Sacrifice all 4 of your permanents.
I will choose not to sacrifice all of my permanents to Greater Gargadon at this juncture.
Dang.
Go ahead. I feel like I have to play a little bit defensive here, just against him going so wide like this. Unfortunately.
Abbott.
Yep.
Land.
We did it, Reddit.
Go ahead.
I guess it doesn't matter what I do this end of your turn. Sacrifice this to Gargadon.
Yep.
1 to you. 15. Yep. Take this down on my upkeep. Straw is not getting any more helpful, that's for sure. War Marshal.
Yep.
Block Go ahead.
Fetch.
No, 14. We got our clock going, one at a time. Fetching and Mog Fanaticing and blah, blah, blah.
What's your life total?
18.
430 and combat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is gross. Not like that.
Dang. Pass priority.
I have no effects.
Cool.
So I end up with a goblin. Take 3.
Yep.
Go to 15.
Yep. Go ahead. I think I maybe should have taken the greedier line that turn now that I see like the very obvious way that it played out. I don't know.
I kind of dislike how I ended up blocking there, but I guess if it worked out, it worked out. Go ahead. Like, I think I was supposed to block this guy with the Fanatic. That way, because I have no way to cover this guy getting pumped. Whereas if I block here and you cast spells on the fire-breathing guy, I can just pop him with the Fanatic. So I think I should have blocked
and
that
then
the other way
I
around.
would have had to have done it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, maybe.
I mean, there's no way for me to kill this guy, but that blocking like that would have covered me against more angles there.
Cards in hand?
4.
4?
Yeah.
4's so many.
They've only got 2 lands in play. What do you want from me?
4's so many. What's your life total?
15. Also so many.
That's so many.
If 4 is so many, how do you feel about 15?
It's definitely so many. That's to be sure. We're gonna wild slash this guy.
I'm gonna sacrifice him.
Yep. In for 4.
I'm gonna block one of them. Take 2.
3.
Yeah, you're right. 12.
Go ahead.
Land. Spoiler alert.
It was the land, and I'm
Not
dead.
a land.
It was the land, and I'm dead. Unfortunate. Yep.
Go ahead. Just keep casting my puny little creatures and. Block here.
Pass priority.
Pop this guy.
He's dead.
That's my goblin in my graveyard. Get out of here, goblin.
Go ahead. Yep.
More goblins.
Yep.
Go ahead.
One more time, what's your life total?
12.
Dude, I think I have its axes. Oh, it says you have Gargadon. At exactly 4? No. I guess you have...
I have 5 things I can sacrifice. I mean, that's probably not a thing I would do, though. Assuming your combat tricks are at instant speed. But maybe they're not.
Roast.
I'll sacrifice it to Gargadon.
Attack for 2.
So if you have Battle Rage costs 1 red, right? 1 and a red.
Yeah.
If you become immense, that makes him 6, 7, 8, 9. And Tamer Battle Rage kills me. If you have Titan Strength, that makes him 3, 4, 5, 6. 12. Battle Rage doesn't kill me. If I block with the War Marshal. There's probably spells I'm missing out on, but you have exactly 2 cards, right?
Yep.
I don't feel like in a world where you hadn't said, I think I have lethal, there's ever a world where I would actually make this Gargadon, so I'm going to block you.
What's my life total?
14.
The card you weren't thinking about was Atarka's Command.
Oh, sure.
Which, if I deal you 3, give my creatures +1/+1. This goes up to 4. This makes it 5 with Trample, which means
10.
it deals you 9.
Yep.
And this deals the remaining.
Yeah, I just don't think there's any world where if you hadn't just said, I think I have Exacxies, that I would just sacrifice my entire board just to arbitrarily block
The only reason you would is because...
That's just playing so defensively, I think. Especially considering the past few turns
Right,
nothing
but
has happened.
Hypothetically, if I don't have lethal and you block with Gargadon, you have... Because he was coming off suspend next turn, maybe there's an argument to be made that that's just lethal.
Right.
But...
Dude, I was going to cast this Threaten finally. No, like... I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, maybe it's correct to do it that way.
I don't know. Like, the fact that I'm down to 13 from so many fetches, because, like, I had 6 lands that game, most of which were fetches. Like, there's so few lands even left in here.
No, I mean, I think there's certainly an argument for it either way. I just don't think that I would have done it.
Well, you managed to finish pretty strong.
Yeah, they both felt like very awkward wins the way they played out, though.
Yeah, I think that matchup was actually a lot closer than I expected. I mean, the discussions we had.
Apocryphite is definitely a bigger deal than I thought it would be. I also think I might have sideboarded wrong, though, because game 2, all I wanted to do was combo you out, and I had taken out so many of my combo pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really weird. The sideboard of the Rakdos deck had like no anti-aggro measures, so my guess is that there maybe just wasn't that much in that format. I don't really remember it very specifically, but there was no like pyroclasm-esque effects, even one-sided ones. So, but yeah, I don't know. It was certainly a lot closer than I expected with how much self-damage that deck inflicts. Although I guess I never cast a Dark Confidant, so that helped a little bit.
Right.
But well, I guess that'll wrap up week 3 of Classic Deck Series. So, thank you guys for coming out. Anything else you want to say to the fine people?
I'm looking forward to next week when we should have a new set of decks in. I know we had a couple repeats this time, but we got new stuff for next time.
Yep, new stuff coming soon. So thank you guys, and see you next time.
Bye.